Man Sports Ground on a beautiful sunny winter's afternoon for the top of the table clash between Wyong City and Maitland. Wyong currently running first on the table, Maitland running second, inflicting Wyong's only defeat for the year so far. It was a close game down at Wyong's home ground, and sure to have an absolute cracker of a game here this afternoon. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing across the ground, slightly favouring the road end today to the right hand of the screen. But our umpires are ready, our players look ready. We'll get the action underway in just 1 minute. A couple of key ins for Maitland today with Sheldon coming back, Paddy McMahon starting in the centre of the ground. Looks opposed there to Lee Moore. In the centre, a bit of a size difference, but they'll be into it straight away. Ruck won by Wyong in the centre of the ground there, coming through their number 23, and a quick kick forward down towards Notman, who takes the mark comfortably on his chest in the front of the pack. He looks to come to the grandstand side of the ground with a long, rangy right boot. Gets to Paddy McMahon, hands off now, hands off to Harry Harbrow down there. And he's spilt the ball, holding the ball. With a 50 metres as well. Picked one out of the blue to open the game. 50 metre penalty is going to put him right in front of the goals because it's a rather generous walk around. No angle to kick with. We've got the Wyong number 9, Tyler Wood, is going to line up for the first goal of the game. Comes in, stabs at it, puts it through for the first goal of the game in the first minute to Wyong. Wyong leading 1-0-6 to Maitland yet to score. Big event at half-time of the game today. Our Black Diamond sponsor Hunter Havala putting $500 up for 3 kicks with a size 4 synthetic football. One lucky person drawn out. See if they can win $500 leaving the ball in the back of the car. Generous competition and great sponsors of the Black Diamond Football League. Ball back in the centre now as we line up. Up it goes. One down again by Wyong 23. Picked up by Taylor. Roved his own ruck. Goes down towards Moose. And Moose has been roughed out of it. The number 17 has picked it up. Mitchell Burgess. Take it across to the wing where he's found Moore over there on the wing. The far side of the ground where most of our play will be today. Moore goes long down the ground towards Notman. Notman's been forced out of it. And he will take the free kick. No advantage paid there. Notman looks sideways and not too many options. So he goes long to centre half forward. Nice mark by the 23, Braden Toss. Very nice mark. Good safe hands. Looks long now down to the eastern side of the ground again. Trying to find a player out there, too far away, number 12. Jared Cross to see the number, but the ball has gone over the fence and down the hill. We have a slight delay before we have a boundary throw in on the far side of the ground. Wyong Lakes 1-0-6 to start the game. Got the goal in the first minute, and Maitland yet to score. Ball thrown in by Harry Harbrow over there. Won by Hayden Taylor and down. The 34 is Spriggs, I think, over there. And he's put it through the hands now. Taylor again. Sheldon back on the inside where it's been picked off. Forced ahead again by Maitland. D'Amico has an attack on the ball and now he's being able to run it. Cross it goes with Paddy McMahon. Paddy McMahon back inside to Chris Pedler. Pedler comes back inside again with a long handball. Back they go. Sheldon picks the ball up and looks short but misses his target. Managed to hit Coop Folks down there at half back. He looks wider now. Finds a teammate on the wing over there who comes back to the inside with the left foot bringing it back towards the centre. D'Amico has the challenge there. It comes down to Eade. Is pushed forward and taken by Matheson. Quick handball to the outside for Dean Notman. Notman passes towards Button. And he's taken the mark there on the half-forward flank. Looks to play on quickly. Lost one of those magic blue boats. But he goes long now. Long now to Pedlar. Good attack on the ball, with the ball's picked up now by Gavin Stokes and gone across into the middle. He finds Scott Stevens with a handball, and he goes wide now. Gets the ball to the other side of the ground where he finds Drazzle. Drazzle goes long down the wing to a good run. Nice run through the middle by Tyler Wood. Tyler Wood goes long now and manages to have it intercepted across there by Thompson. Oh, Notman taken in a good tackle down there after he spun out of the first one. And the second one's a driving tackle into the ground. Both players up. Notman feeling a little bit sore from that one. Great attack on the football, as you'd expect, two sides at the top of the ladder. And nice open play as well. Start to congest up a little bit as fatigue starts to set in. Maitland take the football out of the contest, getting it across there to Thompson, who has lost it coming out of there. Comes to Greaves. Greaves goes long down the centre of the ground and finds Big Moose. Presents beautifully down there. Tries to get the ball out. Goes to D'Amico. Bursts through the centre of the pack. He looks long, too long. Goes way over Beard's head. Crowley leading out, unable to turn that quickly, and Scott Stevens sees it over the ground, over the boundary in the corner down there. It'll be a Maitland throw-in. Still only one scoring shot on the board. Wyong 1 goal 6, Maitland yet to score. Ball comes back in from Crowley. Toss and Beard contesting. Beard puts his hands on him, and Toss will take the free kick. Looks short. Finds his target on the far side of the ground in Mitch Eade. Mitch looks back to this side now. Paddy McMahon over the top with a strong spoil. Back on the inside by Moore. Coop Folks managed to get a turnaround. Actually, it's not to Coop Folks. It's Jared Cross. Gets a good turn and a kick forward on his left foot. Wyong running down through the middle. Get it to centre half forward. Thompson's picked them off down there in the corner. Comes out wide to Taylor. Taylor lets it go. Notman again. Clearing kick down there. Mitch Eade spills the chest mark. Takes him on bodily and knocks him out of the way. Gets rid of Newstead. Nice kick into the centre. D'Amico spoils. Hard at the ball again. Hayden Taylor manages to get a toe on it and push it forward, and it's just gone out of bounds over on the far side of the ground. Maitland to throw the ball in again. Wyong Lakes 1 goal 6 points, and Maitland yet to score. Tough day for football. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing across the ground, making it a little bit difficult to hit targets. Taylor gets the ball down in front. It's knocked down there by Drazzle and goes into the contest. Held up there, and the umpire's going to have it to ball it up. Ball down from Toss. Trying to get a kick away as Greaves. Greaves has missed it. He has dropped the ball. Second one there. Advantage paid, and good chase by Pat McMahon has seen him win the ball. Incorrect disposal. Looks long now to see if he can find a target. Missing one. Gets into Crowley. Crowley manages to use his body to get them out of the way. Nice work over there by Taylor, going back again. But the ball's made it over the boundary line once again. Wyong Lakes 1 goal. Maitland yet to score. Taylor and Toss nominating for the ruck. Maitland throw in. Ball in. Let bounce there. D'Amico picks it off the back of the pack, goes forward. Crowley comes hard at it, knocks it down in front. The number 4 gets the ball out. Probably should have had a free kick there. A strong tackle from Beard. Comes down to Junior. Junior's got it back across. Mark taken in the centre of the ground by the Wyong fullback there. Looks wide now, and he's going to hit a good target out there. Starts to ease the pressure. Number 27 is Tim Hillman. Hillman's come wide now and just missed his target out here. Our number 18, Greentree. A Maitland throw in on the near side of the ground. D'Amico takes himself out of the play to be able to throw it in. A lot of congestion around the ball. It spreads out around there. But Taylor gets his hand on the ball, comes down to McMahon. McMahon goes over the top, comes towards Beard, comes back into the pack, punched away down there, knocked on by Moore and then pushed forward by Spriggs. Comes out to centre half forward where the number 13, Drazel again, has managed to get his hands on it. He gets the handball back to Burgess. Burgess puts the ball down onto the wing where it's caught by Greaves. Greaves puts it back inside, going across to Warnican, and then brings it back inside to Matheson. Matheson looks wide. He's going to go to Notman down there, puts him under pressure. Thompson's there to clean up though. Turns back onto his trusty right foot and gets the ball down to D'Amico. A lot of pace there, so if he can get the bounce, he's going to miss it. Greentree gets it to the inside. Coop Folks is caught with the ball. He managed to get a handball away, but he's been pinged for it. So the ball comes back to D'Amico, who is an absolute speedster for the Maitland side. He goes down to Button. Button on a bit of an uneven contest down there, but it comes across to Pedler. Pedler puts it forward, and Beard, who is playing in front of his opponent, has taken a mark on his chest about 35 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. Terrific pressure from Luke D'Amico in the centre of the ground. Managed to turn the ball over. And some crisp play from the Maitland side brings it down to Beard for Maitland's first shot on goal today. And he has put it straight through the centre. First goal to Maitland. 1 goal for Maitland. 1 goal, 6 behinds. Wyong, 1 goal, 6 behinds. Very even contest of football. It'll be a feature of the play that we see today. It'll be the numbers around the football and then the way that it'll open up as the sides break from the contest. And both very accomplished sides. Ball comes back to the middle of the ground. Once again, Taylor and toss. Nice win by Toss and gets the ball down to Coop Folks running through the middle of the ground. He misses his target down there. I think it might be McFan down there or Raslin down there. Misses his target and manages to get the ball back to Mitchell Greaves. Greaves takes off now. He manages to get himself free. Takes the kick down the boundary line looking for Taylor. Taylor gets his hands on it. Comes over the top. He's played and paid advantage. Paddy McMahon plays on. Spriggs is caught a little bit behind and needs the bounce of the ball, but it goes instead to Stevens. Burgess, a good attack on the ball. Cole Carroll cops one high, and he's paid the free kick. Looked like a pretty even contest at the ball, but a high impact there has meant that he's retained the free kick. Paddy McMahon takes a kick in the middle. Beard and McMahon both free, and they're two players that you wouldn't want to leave free on any football field. Both free in the forward 50, and an easy mark for the Maitland player there. Goes back on his left foot. A couple of little skips, takes the kick, puts it straight through the middle again. 2 goals to Maitland. 2 goals, no behinds 12. 1 goal at Wyong, no behinds 6 points. Maitland take a goal lead. They do kick with the aid of a slight breeze, so it was probably something that they're going to need to take advantage of while they've got it with them. A nice open game of football though so far. With, plenty of physical contact around the ball as well, as you'd expect from the two sides who are sitting on first and second on the ladder at the moment. Ball with the umpire now, Taylor and Toss go at it again. Taylor this time gets his hands on the ball, puts it over the top. McMahon gets a touch on it, but it goes out the back. Mitch Eade picks it up and gets it wide now, goes towards the boundary. I think Warnican shepherding his player out, comes across to the Wyong player, out on the far side, down by Paddy McMahon, and Dean Notman has put it straight across the goals. Not sure who he was looking for there, but he's managed to find his Wyong opponent, Jared Cross, 40 metres out from goal, directly in front. Looking to use the breeze to bring it back. He goes towards the school end of the ground. Left foot's gone to the left-hand side, taken down there. Marked down there by Thompson. Thompson looks wide and gets the ball across. A nice pass. Finds Newstead over there. Newstead goes to the inside or finds Harbrow. Harbrow goes to the inside and misses Sheldon with his kick. It's spilt in the middle of the ground by Cross again. And a quick snap off the left foot has gone through for behind. Wyong 1-1. Maitland leading with 2 straight goals. Finding Thompson in the corner in the back pocket. Looks to the inside. Sheldon takes the ball. He's got about 20 metres free. He holds it up. Looking for a target. And decides to come to the grandstand side of the ground. Looking for Paddy McMahon. Takes it again. Gets onto that left foot again. Goes to the inside. Finds Mick Pete. Mick Pete drops the mark just down in front of him and looks to follow it up now. Wyong going over the top of it. Toss now. Puts his head over the ball and tries to force it through. Taken by Norton. Norton runs. Gets it out to McMahon. McMahon gets a handball through, but it misses its target and goes across to Stokes. Stokes goes wider now and finds Drazzle again. Looks to the inside. Just gets his kick away. Got a foot on it. Goes to Spriggs. Spriggs takes it now. Looks to the inside and holds it up for Sheldon. Sheldon comes back and looks on his left foot. Goes forward to Beard. Beard misses. It's gone across to Norton now. Missed by Norton as well. It goes to the 21, Simon Williams. Williams comes back onto his right boot. Goes back down to a contest with Paddy McMahon, who is always pretty much odds on to be able to win those contests in the air. Comes down to D'Amico at the front of the pack. He puts it forward and misses a target again in the front. Hits Griffey, I think it is down there. No, number 30, Stokes. And Stokes has taken a mark down there in the back pocket. A short 15-metre kick, finds his target again before it comes back across into the middle to Mitch Eade. Eade holds it up now. He's been called to play on. Good hands through the middle of the ground, although a fumble there is going to cause some problems. He's missed the tackle, has Junior. Missed the tackle and the ball goes away, but Sheldon takes it down on the half-back flank. Poor kick from Murphy on that occasion. He plays on now, gets the ball across to Pedler. Pedler gets the ball back into the middle to Greaves. Greaves goes wide blindly with a handball where it's intercepted and given across to Jared Cross. Cross comes back through the centre of the ground and finds Naidu. Misses the mark there. Notman, good pressure on there. Gets the ball to D'Amico and they're not going to catch him. He gets out onto his right boot, gets the ball down there to Crowley, who is the best full forward in the club, but he spills the mark on his chest. But unfortunate, and 2 people to the contest means that it comes out the back and is cleared by Scott Stevens. Stevens goes out wide again to Burgess. Burgess takes the mark in the back pocket and holds it up. He goes short. Norton smothers across the top of the ball over there. Gets the ball to Newstead with hands in the middle. He's got time to have a shot at goals. He puts his kick through the behinds. Just didn't get enough on it. Playing on a bit of an injured ankle today, Mick Norton. And didn't get enough purchase on the football to get it through the goal. So Maitland bring up their first behind. 2 goals, 1. Wyong, 1 goal, 1. Ball out. That guy intercepted beautifully by Sheldon there. And then he kicks across to Spriggs. Spriggs holds it up 40 metres out from goal. Looking for a short option. That one disappeared. Looking for him now. And now he's gone long to Beard. But Beard's been gone over the top there. Beard's gone down. Might have a bit of a sore patch down there. He went down in the top dressing, courtesy of some trucks that went over the ground about a week and a half ago. A bit of damage been repaired. Crowley throws the ball in. Norton gets his hand to it and beautifully read off the back by Spriggs, but he misses the ball. It comes out to Coop Folkes. Coop Folkes looks short, misses his target and finds his target now. Goes to the second one. And we'll be looking out the back to Tyler Wood. Tyler Wood puts it out wide again. Looks back to Coop Folkes. He goes long down the far side of the ground where it's McFan, I think it might be. No, Jack Bennett, I think. That's had a real go at the ball. Managed to spill the mark though. Sheldon comes back on it. He's a classy player. A lot of time on the ball. Comes back out the back of it now. Just misses his handballs. Looking back into the inside, right at centre half forward this one, and out muscled as Spriggs. 27 is Tim Hillman, who takes a good mark there and puts the ball down forward for his full forward. A lot of pressure around the ball on Lee Moore. Tackle and a hand pass, and it comes out again. Greaves picks it up, gets the ball back across into the middle to our number 20, who is not on my program at the moment, but his kick is intercepted by Mitchell Burgess. Cross to Naidu, who misses the ball. Tries to get back through the centre. Goes back onto his left foot, does Mitch Eade as he picks the ball up. Nice and classy down there. Good contest from Mitchell Greaves. Manages to knock the ball free, and then O'Connor goes back down the centre, misses his target. 29 as David Murphy goes to centre of the ground for Coop Folkes. Coop Folkes lowers his eyes, puts it straight up the centre of the ground, and finds Mitch McDonald. About 45 metres out from goal, directly in front again. Difficult task to kick the distance today because of the wind. Makes getting a good contact on the ball a little bit difficult. But he'll come in now, kick from about 50 metres out, looks on the left foot, goes to the right-hand side. He's pushed it across. 2 Wyong people attacking the ball, 2 Wyong players attacking the ball. It's managed to be intercepted down there by Warnican, who gets a hand pass, comes out the back again, out to Newstead. Paddy McMahon, all class again, puts the ball over the top, and Spriggs has been taken, must have been taken high, but the umpire said play on. It's left his Wyong opponent on the ground a little bit worse for wear. Contest around the ball now, and it's being held in. Just comes out the back. Sheldon again manages to get his hands on it, gets a handball away through the contest, tapped across there. With the last kick of the game, last kick of the quarter goes out of bounds just to the left-hand side of the goalpost. So the score remains 2-1 Maitland, 1-1 Wyong. Maitland leading by a goal at quarter time in a terrific game of football in our first quarter. Wyong get the aid of a small breeze in the second quarter, and we'll look to use that and capitalise on their good work across halfback. Back into it for the second quarter. Big news around the ground. Wade Beard is going to be kicking at half-time for $500, courtesy of Hunter Haval. Name drawn out. Can't believe it. I think he put about 15 entries in. But it is certainly going to be the man who says he is the most accurate kick in the club, having a shot for $500, which will go on the bar tonight. Ball goes up in the centre of the ground with Maitland leading 2-1 to 1-1 after the first quarter. Down by toss to Coop Folkes. Coop Folkes turns. Good turn down there. Comes over the back towards Thompson. McDonald gets his hands on it, gets a handball out the back. Comes across to Coop Folkes as well. This is John Coop Folkes down there in the forward pocket, just in front of the spectators here. As we look to Warnican to bring the ball back in. Toss and Taylor again having a good contest in the ruck. As it goes up, Taylor hands on it this time. Newstead down over the top of the ball and is tackled without it. Toss keeps going in. Aidan D'Amico picks it up now and it's caught in there. Gets it out. Riley Newstead gets his foot on it. Comes across to Spriggs. Bad bounce there. Gets past Spriggs and Button picks it up and it's held in there. It'll have to be held in there, and umpire Curran will toss the ball up. Ball up there. Nobody gets a clean knock, but it comes across to Sheldon, who puts a handball on it, and it's knocked forward by Coop Folkes. Missed by Newstead. Picked up again by Moore, I think it is, down there, who gets his foot to the ball, gets it forward. Greaves down there at fullback, an unusual position for him, but he is a speedster. Comes out, gets the football, and looks forward down the ground. Finds D'Amico, who has run under the ball. Greentree goes back to pick it up now, and will look for his left foot, as he usually does. Tries to get back onto it. He's dropped the ball, is the call. D'Amico's got it now. He's going to find a short target in Sheldon. No, he's gone a little bit further to Pedler. Pedler comes back to the inside onto his left boot. Looks down to centre forward towards Norton. He's missed it. Paddy McMahon onto his right boot. Gets the ball across to Button, who takes it 20 metres out from goal directly in front. A little bit fortunate there. Managed to get himself in front of his opponent. But certainly the kick wasn't intended to go in that direction. Looks to put Maitland's third goal on the board. Comes in now and uses the wind to bring it back straight through the middle of the goals. A nice goal to Josh Button puts Maitland's third goal on the board. Maitland 3-1, 19. Lead Wyong 1-1-7. A handy goal against the wind. Nice run out of the back line by Mitchell Greaves. Led to that one. And just a good pressure act out there on the wing by Luke D'Amico after he'd missed the mark to go back and make the tackle and have the ball spill free. The sort of acts that'll win the game today. Ball goes up in the middle. Taylor and Toss again. Toss has got a good hit on that one and more streams through the centre of the ground to get his hands on the ball. Cut off down there by Thompson. Thompson's a speedster. He'll run straight down through the middle of the ground and puts it up into the wind where it is taken by Dennis. No, it's not Billy Dennis out there. We'll have to get a read on that number in a little bit. It's forced out over the boundary line. The number 4, Carter Jones. And still a bit going on as Spriggs and Jones get to know each other before tonight. A little bit more closely now. But the ball goes over the back. It looks like Taylor missing out on it. Roved again by Lee Moore. He gets his hands on the ball 100 times a game. It comes down to Scott Tasker. Tasker finds it a little bit hard to turn around, not as mobile as Greaves. Greaves puts it across the ground now. Looking across there for Harry Harbrow. He's a fairly accomplished player for a brand new player in the game. Gets his handball away. Just waits his time. Make sure he gets a good result, but Notman's handball is fumbled by Warnick out over the boundary down there. I think a little advantage for Maitland in the back line where their speed is going to trouble Wyong today. Ball comes in. Notman gets the ball down to Doyle. Doyle puts his kick up the centre where it is all Wyong. Mitch Eade has a fumble but manages to get the ball out and then gets the ball out the back. Spriggs not quick enough off there. Goes down to Harry Harbrow, who has managed to hold onto the ball there. He gets the ball out now wide to Pat McMahon. Takes it above his head and wheels back onto his left foot where he looks short now, trying to find Newstead. Newstead takes the mark on the half-back flank and goes along to... and goes back to the middle, but it's picked off down there by Toss. Toss will start to look to the other side. Goes short, hits his target down through the middle of the ground. I think that's McDonald. Holds it up now so he can find a willing runner. He goes to Coop, folks. Goes to Moore, it is. Knocked out by Doyle. It's very quick to get back to it is Moore. Tackle laid by Newstead, and it comes back out the back to Toss. Notman puts a big contest on down there. Left his opponent just a little bit worse for wear, but really nice hard contest at the ball by the two of them. So ball out on the far side. Maitland 3-1, Wyong 1-1. 2-goal lead to Maitland to start the second quarter. Knocked down here by Taylor. Taken by Sheldon. Held off the ball. It looks like McDonald through the middle. Tasker through the middle. Doyle lays a good tackle. It comes out the back and pushed forward by the Wyong player. Harbrow manages to pick it up and wheels around very, very nicely. But Coop, folks, is a little bit big in the body for Greaves. Managed to knock him out of the way. Good use of the body. No hands in there. He's managed to knock him out of the way, and he's going to go away now and kick from about 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. And should have the wind just about directly coming over his right shoulder. Comes in on his right boot, puts it up into the air. It's sliding across the face of the goals, all the way across the face of the goals and out of bounds on the full. We wait for D'Amico to retrieve the ball from down the hill. Tasker stands the mark. Oh, poor marking by Wyong. Ball's come out to Sheldon. 20 metres on his own with all of that time to be able to get set. Newstead picks the ball up. It comes back inside to Sheldon. Sheldon's fumbled. It goes out the back to Newstead, who picks it up and gets a hand across. Slightly intercepted by Moore, but it's cut off there again by Paddy McMahon. Balls get pulled in. What's the umpire going to say? He's going to say it's held up. He might be saying it's held up. He's not. No, he's just blown the whistle. But he is going to ball it up. Ball goes up out there. Paddy McMahon and toss. Comes down. Tasker gets it. Goes across to Eade. Eade onto his right. Left foot. Comes back in towards the centre. Harbrow, good contest. Gets over the top of cross and manages to force the ball down. Eid back at it again, or Coop Folks that is back at it again, but it's picked up by D'Amico now, and again the fast ones through the centre of the ground. Lovely mark by Beard, big body, manages to keep them out of the contest, and he puts it in front of Pedlar, who uses his ageing legs to drive the ball forward on his left foot and put it through for a beautiful goal. Lovely play, Maitland. Started with McMahon getting a tap in the back pocket, D'Amico breaking away, and Beard's hands were the difference through the middle. Hands and a good kick that hopefully he'll put through the back of the car in the half time for a $500 bonus. Lovely work by Chris Pedlar. Nice running. Years and years and years of experience in Pedlar's legs. Managed to get him to the right spot on the ground. Decades of experience. Decades, half a century. Umpire up in the middle of the ground. Maitland 4-1 and Wyong 1-1. Ball comes out now. McMahon picks up, goes onto his left foot again. Lovely smother out there. Good pressure on the ball. The 13 is the Drazzle again, who's having a good game down there on the half-back line. Thompson manages to intercept and get the ball forward. Matheson first to the ball, but he's overtaken by Coop Folks. Another one back on the inside, looking for the ball out the back again. Pedlar, good attack on the ball, manages to get it down, looks for the handball over the top. Sheldon gets it, knocks it forward. McMahon, beautiful hands picking up there, looks long to the pocket and is going to find Crowley down in the pocket. Just cut off down there in the back pocket by number 30, Gavin Stokes. Really nicely done. Good contest around the ball now. We start to get the scramble going, and it's eventually cleared by Wyong down the ground, where Sheldon has dropped the mark on his chest down to Pedlar. Pedlar looks wide, looking for Norton. Got caught in the wind there. The ball's come down, cleared by Wyong again, and comes across towards the boundary, where it's taken now by Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle across to Sheldon. Sheldon across to Taylor. Taylor looks back on the inside again. Spriggs is going to try and get through. He's been tackled there, and the ball's come free. Eid gets it down the back, brings it back out, and comes across to Cross, who's gone onto his left boot. He's had a go at it from 70 metres out. Greaves is back there now. Plenty of pace in those legs for Greaves. Drazzle can't keep up with the change of direction. He finds Matheson in the back pocket. Matheson goes a little bit wider to Thompson. Had two options and has missed them both. Cut off down there in the forward pocket. Again, 50 metres out from goals. They're not getting too many opportunities anywhere near a good scoring distance of Wyong. 50 metres has been about their limit, but the wind will help. On his left boot, puts it up into the air. It's not going to help that much. Taken out down there was Greaves. Matheson dropped the mark, and it's just gone over the boundary line down there in the forward pocket for Wyong. Maitland 4-1, Wyong 1-1. Maitland leading by 3 goals. Taylor and Matheson at it. Paddy McMahon roves the ball off the pack, gets it across to D'Amico, to Matheson. Matheson for Maitland, manages to get the ball wide, but it comes back out to Eid, I think it is. Eid's put it down there to Thompson. Thompson takes a mark on his chest. He'll slow it down a little now and look for a target, hopefully just outside the 50, and he does. He's a lovely kick of the football. He's put that one 60 metres out from goals. Pushed forward and roved by D'Amico, or by McMahon. It is out there. Is been taken by Pedlar. Pedlar's managed to regather the ball and put it forward to D'Amico, who's got it across to Sheldon. Ball comes out the back now to McMahon, who's gone further back to Spriggs. Spriggs will come to the centre of the ground and look for Taylor. It's gone over the top there. Doyle runs through the centre, manages to find Beard. Beard has been tackled there. Too slow as Beard, and he's been taken by Coop Folks. Turned the ball over. Goes down to Eid now. Over the top of his head. A bad bounce down there. And Matheson manages to come through and take the ball beautifully. Beard's hands are magic down there for Maitland at the moment. Taking another strong mark. Looks across the ground and finds Norton, is it? It is. And Norton's gone bang. Had a go at it, but it's Crowley down in the goal square has taken a good mark down there. Not sure if that was the intention, but a good result for Maitland. Not sure whether he managed to take the mark in the square down there, but he's got the angle. Ben Crowley, Maitland's best full forward, has sprayed that one wide, missed the goal. 4 goals to Maitland. 26. Wyong Lakes 117. Maitland holding a 19-point advantage going into the breeze in the second quarter. Missed the target coming out of fullback. Picked up by Mick Pete, the big ruckman. It comes back to Newstead. Newstead goes on to his normally a beautiful kick of the ball. That is very disappointing for Riley Newstead. He's gone over the top of Button down there in the forward pocket and nowhere near his target. Down in the forward pocket, Maitland leading by 19 points. Ball comes back in, hits the ground. No one contesting, straight through the legs of the Maitland player down there, and Green Tree attacks it, manages to keep forcing it forward. A short kick now by Wyong. Comes across to Matheson. Matheson manages to put it over the line on the centre wing, far side of the ground. Certainly the play today affected by the wind. Makes it very, very difficult to keep the ball down the grandstand side of the ground. But a hotly contested game it is. The rucks go up. Mick Pete gets his hands on it. Paddy McMahon roves the ball and manages to get a handball away that comes down to Pete. Good hands through the middle. Beard again just manages to get his kick away. Goes long down the centre of the ground. Finds Crowley. A very, very good full forward is Benny Crowley. Came to the Saints as a full forward. Played for 3 seasons for them. Down at fullback. But a very, very good full forward. And uses the wind absolutely beautifully to bring it back through the centre of the goals. Maitland 5-1, Wyong 1-1. Maitland 5-2, Wyong 1-1. So a 25-point lead to Maitland about 15 minutes into the second quarter. Controlling the game quite well across half-back of Maitland. Wyong have had no chance to have a shot at goal from inside about 25 metres. Very rare that the ball's got down there. When it has, Greaves has turned it over with and been able to get it away without too many problems. We see them spread now. Comes out to Drazzle out here. Gets back onto his left foot and he puts his boot into it. He's not that far away. Notman's gone back with it and managed to bounce it off his shoulder. It comes out here to Tasker. Tasker tries to get around, but he's been caught with the ball, and Notman has tried to pick the ball up and play on. Hasn't managed to do it. Been knocked out. Asked for the 50. Doesn't get it. Ball comes out now to Greaves. He's having a great game down there in the back line. Probably found his position. So he comes back now and looks long down the wing. Toss has got to be a favourite for this, but D'Amico puts a very, very nice contest on. The ball goes over the fence over there, off the hands, and it'll be a throw-in once again on centre wing, far side of the ground. The structures of Maitland are worrying Wyong today. Sheldon on the ground underneath it all, manages to get his hands on it. Newstead, cool head for an 18-year-old and puts it through. That's been taken off the ball, but he's let it go on. Comes across to Hillman. Hillman goes wide now, manages to get his handball across. He's looking for another one wider to Drazzle. Drazzle's going to get away from Carroll and put his left boot into it again, but he's having trouble with the wind as Dean Notman is spilled another one. Matheson gets a hold of it and it's going to be held in. Introducing themselves to each other once again. Looks like Mitch McDonald and Notman down there. I'm sure they'll be having a beer later on. Ball comes down out of the ruck contest, comes across to Warnican, who taps it forward, goes to Mick Pete. Mick Pete goes out the back to Matheson. He should get the bounce there, but he's going to be troubled by the pace. He is troubled by the pace. He's been caught with the ball. They've picked it up and played on. And umpire Curran is going to let it stand. Down it goes. Good pressure in the back line. Wyong pick up their second goal. I think courtesy of their number 12, Jared Cross. Good pressure on the ball. And that's all it is in the end. See the Hannah Haval car waiting down the back of the ground. Wade Beard having a kick for $500, gets 3 shots. Ball down, Hillman, nice hands through the centre of the ground, gets a handball out, just spilt a little bit by Drazzle again, but he gets a good run off the wing, puts his left boot into it again. Notman down there, just missing the mark as Lee Moore. Notman's got a hold of it. Greaves has come back into the back pocket now and looking for the switch, goes across there to Matheson. Matheson will look to hit a target, goes back into the middle of the ground to Spriggs. Spriggs takes it on his chest and holds it up now. Looking for O'Connor. O'Connor's taken the ball, dropped it. Dropped one he should have taken. Gets the tackle now, but D'Amico comes through. Aidan D'Amico, that is, comes through and takes the ball. Cool hands, cool head. Goes to Sheldon. Sheldon under pressure now. Managed to get a handball out, but it's not the handball that he wanted. Cut off by Hillman. He goes across the ground now, and it's going to go across to Thompson. Nice punch out there. He went bang. Carroll's known for his tackling. He's on top of the ball now, and then Thompson puts it back through the legs. Picked up there by Norton. Norton gets a bit of a hit off the ball afterwards, and Newstead will be hard at it as well. Goes to Greaves. Greaves attacks the ball and holds it in. He's tackled by Drazzle. And it's held up. Going to be a ball up in the centre of the ground. Pete goes up and misses the ball. Comes out wide now where it's going to be picked up by Hillman again, who's dominating across the back of the contest. Greaves has got it now. Looks inside. Manages to get it to Spriggs, who's looking for hands. Comes back on the inside to Warnican now, who's tackled, who needs to get a kick away. Needs to get a kick away. Doesn't. He's gone, and it's 50 metres. Cannot drop the ball. Costly mistake by Clint Warnican. He's going to take him all the way down. After saying that they haven't had too many shots from 25 metres out, here's 2 in a minute. Wyong will line up for their 3rd of the game. Good pressure on the contest through the middle of the ground, making the difference there. So we've got Drazzle with the left boot, just stabs at it, but puts it through. Wyong's 3rd goal of the game. Wyong 3-1, Maitland 5-2. Managing to have a bit of a comeback at the moment. Got 13 points the difference now to the Maitland side. They'll be looking to hang on until half-time, maybe sneak another one. Restructured now. Hillman's dominating the centre down there, making it easy to get the ball out. Pete's moved back into the ruck contest, but the siren goes, and we reach half-time with Maitland 5-2, 32, and Wyong 3-1, 19. 13-point lead to Maitland in the top of the table clash at half-time. Many thanks to our major sponsor, of the Black Diamond, Hannah Haval, who are going to put the car out into the centre of the ground at half-time. And drawn out of the lucky draw was Wade Beard. We'll see if Rossi lets him have a kick for it. We'll see how he goes for $500. He's using a synthetic ball number 4 size, I think it is. So hopefully he'll manage to keep it in the car. Rolling. Yep. We are back for the second half. Maitland 5-2, 32, leading Wyong 3-1, 19. 13-point lead to Maitland in the Black Diamond Plate. Top 2 clash. Toss and Taylor again at it. Nice from Moore. Just a nice run through, but it comes to Sheldon. He goes to D'Amico, who goes to McMahon. He's going to be caught on the inside. Gets the ball out, but he's caught with the ball. Bringing the ball back from the inside. Just isn't going to work. Sheldon comes across. Notman has managed to get across there and get in the road of that one. So ball comes down off the hands of Mitch Eden, goes out of bounds on the grandstand side of the ground. Thrown in now. Goes over the back. McMahon attacks the ball after it's bounced. Goes to Taylor. Comes out the back now to Notman. Notman puts it over the top and just misses Spriggs. Good attack on the ball here. Looks like Norton going hard at it. Spriggs hard at it again. Picked up by Pedler. Pedler goes across to Norton. Norton gets it across to Button, and Button goes over the top and finds Ben Crowley down there in the goal square. A little bit of work after the ball, but he's not going to worry about that. He's been given 50 metres back onto the line by umpire Curran. And Crowley will put that one through. Finally gets his first goal on the board. And brings Maitland's sixth goal. 6 goals to 38 to Wyong, 3 goals, 119. A handy goal in the first minute after half-time for the Maitland side, and looking to make use of the wind in this quarter. Not a great advantage. Pushes more to the outer side of the ground, but it is an advantage nonetheless. So the ball back in the umpire's hands to go up. Taylor and Toss back at it again. They've got a good run off the back of Wyong, and they managed to get it out again this time. McMahon leading in the race to the ball. 3 Maitland players there. He taps it over the top, goes to Thompson. Thompson tries to force it forward where it goes to D'Amico. D'Amico puts it down into the far forward now. Norton just misreads the bounce. Comes across to the number 30 in Stokes where it's spilled. It goes across to Riley Newstead, who has a go at goal and has missed to the right-hand side. Another behind Maitland. 6-3 now. 40. And Wyong 3-1-19. Comes back into the grandstand side, into the wind across here. D'Amico's the only Maitland contest there. Taken by Murphy. Murphy goes down the boundary line and manages to find his way to Toss. Toss is looking on the inside now. Burns that one, brings it to the boundary line, and you wouldn't believe it, he's managed to put it over the boundary line into the wind. Matheson with the free kick now. Looking to come back into the centre of the ground. Brings it across to Beard. Beard manages to take the mark. Nicely done. Gets himself in front of it. Gets his kick long now into the forward 50. Comes down to Crowley, knocked out of his hands down there. The 29 down there is Murphy, gets the ball away, comes to Newstead. Newstead's held up with it, gets the ball out and goes to Spriggs. Spriggs is over the top cleverly to Button. Button's just looking to play on, hasn't played on, hasn't gone over the mark is the call. So he's been sent back now to take his kick from 40 metres out, which is about twice as far as he could possibly kick. So he'll be looking for an option to be able to give this one off. Maybe Paddy McMahon down there in the goal square to take a mark. They're letting him run at it. 45 metres out when he kicks. Button puts the boot into it and manages to get it there for a behind. Just over to the right, to the left-hand side of the post. Taken with the wind. Maitland set the zone up again. Quick return this time. Ball in the fullback's hands. It's coming out with Carter Jones. Looking up the centre of the ground now and is going to go for the 50-metre line where Paddy McMahon is waiting for it all day long. Norton it was. It's come back over the back. Big fly from Thompson has been missed. Green Tree back on it now. Naidoo it is. Goes back and picks the ball up and goes down to the forward line where Notman managed to get his hands to it. Greaves has roved it beautifully. He's having a great game today. And it looks like Thompson's done a shoulder down there. Straight off the ground he is. Or an elbow by the look of it. Going through in that contest, Norton a little bit the worse for wear in the centre of the ground as well. It's been paid to D'Amico. Goes to Ado D'Amico. Comes out the back to Paddy McMahon and Toss. Toss goes at it. It's a ball there. He's just about taken. Gone high on Pedler. It's gone over the shoulder. Might have got his head down a little bit, but they've managed to give him the free kick. That's what experience will do. He goes round onto his left boot. He has a good look out there for Ben Crowley. Manages to take the mark. He is paid. Held on to it long enough. Got enough interference from his Maitland teammate to be able to get his hands on the ball and held it for long enough before the Wyong defence got there. So Benny Crowley will look to kick from about 40 metres out from goal. Hasn't had a good day of kicking out at that so far. 1 goal from dead in front, 5 metres out. Lines him up now. They've given him a bit of room, so in he goes. He's sliced across it. Paddy McMahon down there. Probably one he should have taken. Norton it was. One he should have taken down there. And it's gone over the line for a behind again. Maitland 6-5. Wyong 3-1. So this time Jones goes to the outside of the side of the ground, gets to McMahon. McMahon goes way back, finds Greaves again. Greaves is holding onto it, and he'll hold it up until he can find something proper to do with it. Goes back with the hands over the top of D'Amico over there, over the top of Spriggs, over the top of Notman, over there on the far side of the ground. Just missed his target, and the ball goes over on the boundary. So Maitland quickly away to a 32-point lead. Ball goes out the back from D'Amico. Again, a missed hand pass from the Maitland side goes over the top of Greaves. He goes back in after it, but he's got his legs taken down there. And he's called it the other way. No, he has called it correctly. Dived in at the legs and took them away. So the free kick goes to Greaves. Looking for Norton, probably almost 50 metres there, coming in over the top. At the 29, gets his hands to it. He's given the handball off to Beard, going through the centre, gets a touch on to Button, comes back to Pedler. Pedler brings it back across his body magnificently to get a goal. And Maitland 7th. So they start to put the damage on the scoreboard. Maitland 7-5 to Wyong 3-1. Getting a bit of reward for effort. Starting to get on top in the centre. I think we get the centre bounce. The Wyong boys are running in beautifully off the back of the bounce and managing to get first to the football. But Maitland have got enough pressure on to be able to turn it over and bring it forward. And their running play down the wings is being the difference at the moment. Toss gets his hand on it from the ball up. Comes down to a Maitland player who gets a handball out. Taken there in a good strong tackle, and the umpire is going to pick the ball up. The Wyong player taken in a good tackle through there. Pete goes up for the ball there, gets it across to Moore, I think it is. It comes down forward then to Greaves. Greaves goes to Sheldon out the back, and Sheldon has only managed to get it across to Naidu. Naidu goes long, where it's come down to Harbrow. Harbrow's got a little bit of a nudge in the back, and the umpire's going to pay it. Just tried to force him under the ball there, and he's managed to pay it, so he's come straight up the centre of the ground now. Found Greaves, who's dominating across half-back, and he's gone to Carroll. Carroll's going to take the mark there on the half-back line, and he goes a little bit longer, just missed his target of Spriggs down there, and the ball's just gone over the boundary line. It's going to be thrown in, despite the calls for deliberate. Going to be thrown in there down on the centre wing, grandstand side. Ball comes in. Bangers, that's nice. Goes over the back. Hillman takes it. Naidu goes straight through the middle, and it's smothered by McMahon beautifully. He goes back and picks it up. Gets another one through. Takes the 1-2. Paddy McMahon straight up the guts to Norton. Norton's taken the mark. Managed to get his hands on it. He's gone across to Crowley, and Crowley is going to take that once again. He moves early, Benny Crowley. Got a great football mind. Hasn't played full forward for a little while, but when he does, generally comes away with a bag full. See how he's kicking in on this one. He's got 1 goal for the day. Had plenty of shots. He's going to be kicking from about 40 metres out. Comes in. That's better contact. And that is a goal. Straight through the middle. Benny Crowley gets his second. Maitland get their 8th. 8-5. It will be 53. And Wyong 3-1-19. Maitland starting to dominate around the contest now. Their pressure around the ball in being able to get the tackle, get the ball to spill, and then have the hands out the back is certainly starting to make the difference. Ball goes up again. Toss has been tireless in the ruck. He's managed to get his hand on it more than 50% of the time. But D'Amico wins the race to the ball, gets a good run, good turn on his opponent, gets it down to Button. Button drops the mark off his chest down there at half forward, manages to get back onto it and get the ball across. Ball's coming out the back now. Looking for number 17 is Mitchell Burgess. Burgess goes over the top to the 45. He's paid a free kick. Just got into his back of Max Warren. Come out a little bit quickly, but Max Warren's looking to the inside now, trying to get it across there. Knocked down by Harbrow, I think that is. It's gone through the centre of the ground. A bit of a scramble, and the umpire's going to ball it up over there. So Maitland out now to a 33-point lead. 33-point lead. With the ball out of bounds on the far side of the ground. Thrown back in. Pete and Toss go at it again. D'Amico again, first to it underneath, still pushing his way through. Manages to get a handball away, but the ball's held up there in the scramble, and it's going to be a ball up again. Bit of a change in a Maitland backline. Probably isn't the best time for it, but the ball goes up, comes across to Moore. Moore's been smothered over there on the boundary line. And it's gone out of bounds again. As Thompson makes his way across. Making his way across to the half back line for Maitland. Ball goes back in. Pete gets his hand on it this time. A great attack on the ball comes from Hillman there. Gets through the centre. There's Jones straight at it and manages to get his hands on the ball. O'Connor misses it and allows the Wyong player to come through the centre. It comes across to Mitch Eade. Mitch Eade goes down beautifully to the number 9, Tyler Wood, but Wood drops the ball, manages to get it across. I think that's Carroll who gets his hands on it, and he's got a high contact there. Gone short to Spriggs. Spriggs has taken a mark in the centre of the ground, looks for an option going forward. Starts to look sideways. Greaves presents down the wing. He's burnt him, but he's gone to Norton. Norton takes the mark easily down at 50 metres out from goal. I think he fancies himself from here. He was practising here on Thursday night. Didn't end too well. Went down with an ankle injury, just kicking the ball. Lead from Pedler is ignored. So it's going to be Norton having a shot from just inside the 50-metre line. Good contact again, but it's going to be short. It's going to McMahon off the hands. McMahon drops the ball straight back out. Dropped by O'Connor. Over the top of it is Jones. Jones has missed it. McMahon comes in looking for his left boot, and he's just missed that one to the near side. Needed to have a look back inside for that one. Another behind the Maitland. 8-6. 54. To Wyong 3-1. Wyong still not able to score. Big torp down the line down here. Taken down here by Tyler Wood. Tyler Wood holds it up now. Waits for an option to come. Looks for one in the middle. It's forced to go down the line. Puts it down the line where Greaves is waiting. Hopefully get his hands on it. Can't quite get there, but enough to force the contest. Lee Moore goes through. Manages to get his hands on it, but and force it forward a little bit further. Not quite there. Carroll back into it again. That's held in there. A good contest. Really good contest here today. Taylor and Toss again. Really good contest. Taylor gets his hands on it this time. Spriggs is first to it, but it's just over the boundary line. And it'll be a throw-in on the western side of the ground. Maitland are 8-6, 54. Wyong 3-1, 19. Just haven't been effective in their forward line. McMahon takes it there, gets barreled over, comes down to the 21 in Simon Williams. He plays on now. It goes across to the number 3 in Coop Jones. He pushes the ball forward where it's attacked by our 24 is Andrew Thompson. Still first in line for the ball, trying to get his hands on it. Forced over the top of the ball down there by the number 13 Drazzle it is. He's just forced the ball over the line now. And it'll be a throw up about 30 metres out of goal, or around from the Wyong goal. on the far side. Ball comes back in. Taylor's made it down to that one as well and got the kick down. It's been tackled by D'Amico down there, but managed to get the kick away. Comes down towards Naidu. Naidu tries to force the ball forward. Carroll comes at it now, gets his hands on it, gets it across to Warnican. Warnican gives it across to Greaves. Greaves will go long now. I'm not sure who he's looking for out there because that's going to be dangerous going to Lee Moore. Moore goes back down to the centre of the ground, centre of the goal square, looking for a player in front of goals, but it just drifted. Come back across now to the number 12 in Jared Cross, who has managed to miss. Ball comes back now, back to the 29 in David Murphy. David Murphy finds Mitch Eade out in the pocket. Looking for a goal. Wyong. Been put on his mark by the umpire. He'll be looking to try and dob this one from just outside 50 by the look of it. He's got good purchase on it, but it's not going to quite make it. Just short and forced through by the Maitland defence for a behind. First score of the quarter for Wyong, 3-2-20. Wyong chasing Maitland 8-6-54. So 34-point advantage to Maitland. D'Amico goes short. He finds Harbrow out on the far flank. He's gone through the middle and found Taylor. Taylor is going to go wide now with the handball, probably a little bit too wide and too long. He's been caught out there as Notman, held by the foot was Taylor. He comes back to go again. He'll find his target in the middle of the ground, hopefully with Spriggs. Spriggs is being dealt with after the ball, after he took the mark. And he's going to get 50 metres, which is going to put him within what he thinks is his range. Well, he's coming back to on the 50 metres. He got 30 metres. Looks long now. He's going to go to Crowley. In the contest, Beard gets his hands to it, misses out on it, steals it off the top of the pack and has managed to put it through for a goal. Great work, Wade Beard. Like a thief in the night. Managed to kick the ball straight through the goals. Unfortunately, couldn't kick it straight into the back of a car. But he's brought up 6 points. 9-6 for Maitland. 9-6-60. And Wyong 3-2-20. 40 points the difference now to the Maitland side in this top of the table clash. Really starting to take advantage of the wind. Ball up in the centre. Taylor gets it down. Cross to D'Amico now from Paddy McMahon. He goes long down the centre, but it's going to be marked by Jones. Just taken. Beard's back on it again. And he's managed to get another one. He'd be the one that you would think would be going for the mark, but he's roving the ball beautifully down there, having rest in the forward line after some time in the centre. And Beard brings up another one. That's Maitland's 10th. 10-6-66. Wyong 3-2-20. It's starting to become a problem for Wyong. Just not getting the ball past half forward. Certainly not being able to get the ball through the goals. Just the one scoring shot in this quarter. Maitland have started to bang them on. And Taylor wins that one easily. Comes down Greentree, misses the ball. Sheldon picks it up and gets it down to half forward. O'Connor's first to it, but runs underneath it and just misses it. It's picked up by Wyong and sent forward. Taylor gets his hand to it. It comes down to Naidu. Naidu beautifully picked up. He's through the centre. He takes a bounce. Goes past Doyle and Thompson. He looks for the number 9 as Tyler Wood. He's still running. But he made a mistake there. He's gone over the top. Warnican picks it up. He's gone long with his left foot. He's found Paddy McMahon. He gets his hands through the middle. Goes to D'Amico. D'Amico goes across to Thompson. Thompson brings it down to half forward now where Beard's at it. But Crowley, they've got the double. Cross to Norton. Norton looks for Beard, but Beard's gotten too far down the back. Got him a little bit high. That's all right. A little bit high in the contest. Mitchell Burgess, who's going to take the kick. Good attack on the ball. But he's just gone off the side of the side of the boot. Found Lee Moore though. Lee Moore goes over the top of D'Amico and finds the number 12, I think it is, in Jared Cross out there. Number 13, Drazzle it was on that side of the ground. But the siren goes before Wyong are able to get it down inside their forward 50 again. A dominating quarter for Maitland. The Saints have increased their score through to 10-6-66. Leading Wyong Lakes 3-2-20 in this top of the table clash. Probably going to decide who sits on top of the ladder at the end of the year. Back for the last quarter. Ball goes up. Toss has been tremendous in the centre. Managed to get the ball down, but it comes to Spriggs. Spriggs is taken in to tackle, and the ball comes loose. It gets back out the back there again to Toss, who has tackled. Gets to Newstead. Newstead gets his kick away, comes out to the centre wing where Matheson puts a good attack on the ball to get it forward. Button first to it, manages to trap it, gets it back across to Matheson. Matheson gets his hands free and gets it forward, and it's gone across there to D'Amico now, who runs back through the centre of the ground, but a poor kick finds Eade down there at half-back. Plays a loose man in defence really well down there, Mitch Eade. He's going to go back across the field now and look for Naidu. Naidu is going to hold on to that one down there on the centre wing. He'll go a little bit wider now. I'm looking for the run of Coops out there. No, it's not Coops. It's Jones. And Jones has made his way down to the centre wing, coming back into the centre to Mitch Eade. He's going to hold on to the ball and then play it on quickly. He's gone across looking for Tasker. Tasker's dropped the mark down there. It's come out the back though, and Lee Moore's got a hold of it. He's going to run away from them. Warnican needed to chase a little bit harder there. He's managed to put it through for a goal. Just that little lapse. Little lapse that leads to a goal. So Wyong get their first of the second half. They'll make their way through to 4-2-26. Maitland 10-6-66. 40 points the difference. The ball back in the centre already. Pete and Toss at it again. Toss manages to get his hands to it and gets that one across to the number 9 in Tyler Wood. But it's intercepted down there. Comes down towards Sheldon. Taken away from him by his Wyong opponent. And it's coming out wide there to Mitch McDonald. Mitch McDonald holds it up now. Looking for an option. Looking for an option. And now goes long. Notman comes from behind. Pete's there. 4 Maitland players attacking that one, but Naidu, he attacks the ball well. Notman manages to get his hands on it, but his handball misses the mark. He goes through now to the 14 is Scott Stevens, and he's tackled by Notman. He's been given holding the ball. No, he hasn't been given holding the ball. Good decision, umpire. Just managed to get his hands on it and was tackled straight away. Nice solid tackle. Paddock McMahon gets his hands free always. Goes to Button. Button clever with the tap. Gets it to D'Amico, and D'Amico goes long towards the goals and only manages to put it through for a behind. Maitland 10-7. 67. Wyong 4-2. 26. An exceptionally quick turnover. Ball came off the ground, up the centre of the ground from the Wyong fullback. Missed in the centre of the ground by his intended target. Turned over to Jack Doyle, who just picks it up and snaps it straight through from 40 metres out and puts through a goal. Maitland's 11th. And 11th goal is 10-7. 11-7 now. 73 to 4-2-26. Ball goes up in the centre. Things are happening very quickly. Comes out the back to Spriggs. Spriggs gets his hands on it, over the top of it. Unlucky not to get a free kick, being on the ground already. All up and at him. Ball's going up again. Pete gets his hands on it, but manages to get it to his Wyong opponent. Goes to Toss. Toss was taken out of the contest. Unfortunately not to get a free kick. Thompson tries to get a free kick. A handball across goes to Beard. Beard tries to go across to Greaves out the back, but under a lot of pressure there. Matheson picks it up. He's just been held up with it. It's got to be held in there. Umpire's going to throw it up. About 40 metres out from Wyong's goal. Straight out in front of goals. Toss that time, hands on the ball, gets it down to Wood, but it just misses, gets over the top of his head. Greaves picks it up and hits his target. Luke D'Amico goes to the centre of the ground, finds Thompson in the centre of the ground. A nice pass through there. Looking now, Thompson, he's a good kick, goes 60 metres down the ground, but only finds Jones down there at centre half back. He quickly switches the ball across, looking across towards where McDonald was. The 45 down there is Max Warren, but misses out on it. So it goes back into the scramble. Out of the scramble, it comes across to Taylor. Taylor spills the mark, and it's picked up down there by Wyong, where it goes to Matheson at centre half back. Handballs across to Beard. Beard goes long now. He's going to go and find Sheldon, who attacks the ball at 100 miles an hour. Comes down to Naidoo, who is tackled there. Lee Moore gets it, goes out the back now. Tries to get his kick down the centre. The Wyong opponent comes towards Carroll. Carroll gets it. Just a big mongrel up the centre of the ground. Looks for Pedler, but Pedler's gone past Pedler. 4 Wyong players. No Maitland pressure. Goes across to Taylor. Taylor gets his hands on it. Nice work by Hayden Taylor. The turnover there would have been costly. They had been able to get it out the back. A little bit of run gone out of legs of Maitland. Toss and Taylor up. Handball out there by McDonald. Comes a little bit further wide. Cross to the number 12 in Cross. Cross has gone down to Wood. Wood's gone out wide now to the 14 in Scott Stevens. Scott Stevens gets it down into the he has too. Scott Stevens got it down into the forward 50. Tasker managed to get a handball out. It came across to Greentree. Greentree's turned around, snapped it over his shoulder with his left boot and put it straight through the middle. Almost off the toes of the goal umpire. Great goal by Greentree there. Which brings up Wyong's 5th goal of the game. 5-2, 32. Maitland 11-7. 73. Ball back in the centre. Umpire Curran tosses it high. Taylor and Toss go at it. Toss gets the handball, gets the ball down, goes to Beard. Beard gets it across to Naidoo, who intercepts. Comes to Paddy McMahon now. Still a bit of volleyball there. Goes to Spriggs. Spriggs gets it to Beard. Beard's hold on to it. He's going to put it out now in front of Greaves. Greaves manages to get his kick down the line, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. Under a bit of pressure out there. Clean hands would make it a lot simpler. That ball's gone way over the fence. Wait for it to come back in. Maitland scoring 11-7-73 at the moment. 5-2-32 to Wyong. So a 41-point advantage to the Maitland team in this top of the table clash. You'd have to say it's Maitland's run on the break that's caused the damage today. But a little bit lazy in the run in the last quarter. So it's gone through to the 29 in David Murphy. He looks further to the centre of the ground, and it's going to go to Simon Williams. He takes the mark in the centre circle, looks further wide. He's going to find Mitch McDonald over there. Mitch McDonald plays on and gets around on his left foot, puts the ball out in front of Tyler Wood, but too close to the boundary. 100 metres sideways that time for Wyong. Missed the target on the last one. The ball's over the boundary on the grandstand side of the field. Back in it comes. Both holding as the umpire's call. O'Connor picks it up. Cops one very, very high there, and he's a little bit worse for wear there. Got that one from McDonald. So the mark taken in the back line down there. It comes across to the 21 in Simon Williams. He goes further to the scoreboard, to the opposite side of the ground, across to Jones. Jones has brought it back on the inside, and it's going to Naidoo there. And then a good tackle there means that the ball's been coughed up over there to Matheson. Handball goes out the back now to Thompson. Thompson's a good kick of the football. He'll just weigh his options up and then blast it right out to Callum Jones. Awful kick. Absolutely diabolical. Jones has taken a mark on the centre wing. He looks to come back inside now, and he's allowed to as he goes down towards McMahon, as intercepted straight in front of Tasker. Held onto the ball beautifully down there. He's got a lovely pair of hands, Paddy McMahon, but we'd say that about Tomo's foot. doesn't always work out that way. D'Amico takes the mark there in front of Green Tree, who it looks like is suffering a little bit of cramp there. He comes back through the middle and go to Taylor. Taylor drops the mark down at his toes. Mitch Eade puts the pressure on, manages to get the ball out in front of him, but Taylor is back at it again. D'Amico now holding onto the ball, just holding it up so he can find a good option. Tried to go to Beard, but didn't quite make it. Beard in after it, and the ball spills free. It's come out now to Wyong, who've got a handball on. And lucky not to get a free kick for over the shoulder there, but it comes back to Carroll, who has good attack on the ball in trying to get it out there. Gets a good handball out, so we got it coming back to Harry Harbrow at centre half back, and it's going to go from Harbrow to Beard. He plays on very, very quickly, goes down to Sheldon. Sheldon takes the mark 40 metres out from goal on a 45-degree angle. I would think from that point he will be looking to hand it off. It's really going to test his distance. He's going to kick from about 50 metres in, pretty much into the wind. It's holding up there, right on the top of the square. Dropped down there by Crowley, who was going for the ball down there, but handballed out now, or they tried to handball it out, coming through Wyong. Mucked it up, and there's pressure on. Back into a scramble, and it's held up in the contest. Looks like it's going to stay there, so there'll be a ball up down, 15 metres out in front of Maitland's goal. No Maitland ruckman, so an easy contest for the Wyong ruckman. And held without it. They are going to get the free kick. Sting gone out of the game a little. Just starting to slow up. Goes out to Jones. Jones holds it down there with Newstead on the mark. He's going to come back to the inside. Tries to find McDonald. McDonald holds it up again. He's going to go short to Eade, and Eade is going to have to hold it up again. A lot of short little kicks that have been effective until they've missed their target. And comes out here to Green Tree. Green Tree is under pressure from O'Connor. Has gone over the boundary line, which has been the issue for Wyong today. Kept the ball for 3 and 4 possessions at a time with feet, but have turned it over just too often. Taylor and Eade go at it. Taylor gets knocked out of the contest, but comes down to Aiden D'Amico. D'Amico gets on it. O'Connor has another go. D'Amico goes at it again. Manages to throw a player out of the way, which probably should have had a free kick, and Button picks it up and gets it over the boundary line down just in front of the Maitland bench. A little bit unlucky there, Wyong. Player spinning out of the pack with the aid of D'Amico's arms. But the ball goes back in. Down it goes to Pat McMahon, down to Aiden D'Amico, who spins out, and very good with the upper body strength. Gets it down there to Beard. Beard turns onto his right foot, and from 50 metres out, puts it through. Cool as you like. Lovely kick from Wade Beard, but nice work from Aiden D'Amico. Good attack on the ball and just forcing it through the contest, which is Maitland's 12th goal. 12-7, 9. Wyong 5-2-32. Starting to get away from Wyong. 55 points. 57 points is the margin now, as Maitland really start to assert their control. Ball goes up. Again, a good run from Wyong off the back of the pack, but Sheldon comes through and manages to get his hands on the ball. Goes to Thompson. Thompson goes wide further to Newstead, who reels around onto his right boot and gives a beautiful pass to Jack Doyle down there on half forward. Doyle turns back inside and tries to get the ball back across to McMahon, who takes a big hit and manages to get back up and put the pressure on before it's taken by Wyong, driven down the line and over the boundary for another throw-in on that centre wing. Ruckman nominate, Taylor and toss again, not too hard to tell. And they're at it again. Taylor gets it straight down to D'Amico, who just waits for a good option, puts it forward down to Pedler. It is down there. He goes forward to Matheson then, who has a kick off the side of his boot. Comes down to Wyong down in the back on the back flank. Cross now to Leemore. Holds it on centre wing. Looks for an option coming back inside. Instead goes down the line a little bit further looking for toss. Great mark down there in front of Thompson. He's held that beautifully. Carroll and Tasker doing battle down in the goal square, and Greaves has gone across and been able to spoil that one away from McDonald and knock it over the boundary as well. Had a great game down there in defences, Mitch Greaves. Tapped down now by Maitland. It's going forward. Mitch Eater's picked it up and looking for a handball. He's took him on. Goes through to Toss. Gets it through the contest. Goes to Greentree, who goes on his left foot to McMahon. McMahon will hold it up now. Looking on his left to come out to the grandstand side. Not many options, so he goes by hand across to Harry Harbrow. Harry Harbrow goes with his left foot. Beautiful work. Finds Cole Carroll down there in the middle of in the pocket, and he finds Hugh Matheson in the middle of the ground. Matheson takes off and has been dealt with after he got rid of the ball, but it goes down to the centre circle, taken by Newstead, who looks for a handball off, gets it to Thompson, has to wait for the bounce. Waiting, goes across to Spriggs. Spriggs is smart enough to be able to keep his feet moving, so he gets his handball out the back to Paddy McMahon, who drives it 50 metres down the boundary line, trying to find a target down there in Jack Doyle, but the ball beats him over the line, and it will be another throw-in. Must have been 15 to 20 throw-ins in that 10-metre area over there on that side of the ground. Ball goes in. Pete gets the tap this time. Goes to D'Amico, who has roved beautifully today. He goes down straight to Ben Crowley, who just can't get the ball on the half volley. He's beaten to it by the number 50 in Matheson, so he gets the handball out, but it's picked up by D'Amico again, running through the middle of the ground. To Jones. Jones goes across to Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle gets the ball a little bit further along to Pedler. Pedler's unable to get his hands on it down there. Actually, it's Button down there in the corner. Unable to quite get his hands on it, and it's gone over the boundary line again. Spent a fair bit of time out on that outer side today. So it comes back in. Good contest again, and again D'Amico is the first one with his hands over the ball. Clever handball off the ground to O'Connor. O'Connor goes out the back to Spriggs, and Spriggs goes to Greaves. Greaves will go long there, and he's come down to Doyle, who's taken a good mark. He's got a good pair of hands on him. He's come back quickly into the inside, and he's found O'Connor in the middle of the ground. O'Connor is Maitland's Irish experiment. Scottish to some. But he's going to line up with a unique kicking action. And a unique result. Manages to put it 10 metres out from the point post. Comes back then from Wyong straight into the arms of Harry Harbrow. Goes back to O'Connor. O'Connor puts it straight down the throat of the same player who had it before. Almost the same position on the field. They look short to McDonald. Missed their target. Pete goes through now trying to get his hands on the ball. Beard gets his hands over it and holds his body position well. O'Connor gets the ball across to the middle where he finds Thompson. Thompson goes straight up the middle of the ground and manages to find Crowley, who goes across to Beard. Beard on his left foot this time. Gets it down to full forward where it's taken on the line by... Can't quite tell who that is down there on the ground. McDonald's missed another one over the top. They haven't been just floating over the top of him today. Drazzle has an attack on the ball and it spills wide to Pete. Pete drops the ball there. Over the top of it goes Crowley. Crowley gets on his left boot and has a go at it from 35 metres out, but has missed to the left-hand side. Looking for a quick kick in again. Goes to the far side, does Jones this time. Across goes Doyle. Doyle's managed to get his hands on it and knock it down. Comes across towards Crowley. Crowley gets the ball out the back, but Greentree intercepts. Gets his hands on it. Always very quick with his feet and gets in, but he gets his hands across to McDonald. McDonald goes over the top. D'Amico is going to put a little bit of pressure on out there. D'Amico and Jones. And it looks like it's getting held up over there. It spills free now. Goes out to Aiden D'Amico. He picks it up. Oh, Wyong free kick just taken off the ball. So holding the man off the ball. Toss is going to take the ball down there. And he'll be looking back to the centre of the ground. Can't find an option there now, so he goes down the line again. Comes down to Matheson, who takes an easy mark. Becomes very hard when there's no options there. Brings it back on the inside to Mitchell Greaves. He goes diagonally again across to Andrew Thompson. Thompson low, coming down towards the goals into the middle of the ground at centre half forward. It goes to Taylor. Taylor's roved that beautifully off the bounce. He gets his hands out in front, going to Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle back into the middle, gives it to Button. Button has tried to duck his way out of that one and has been caught with the ball. All day long, Joshua Button. So the ball comes now out wide once again over the boundary line. Been a terrific day here for the Beyond Blue Day between Wyong and Maitland. Ladies got up in the first game in the curtain raiser. The Wyong men won the Rezzies, and with the siren going this afternoon, Maitland have taken out the big one, top of the top, 12.880 to 5.232. Been a sensational day at the football. It's going to be a sensational day tonight with the Beyond Blue celebrations continuing down at Maitland City, at Club Maitland City. With the big dinner, sold out dinner, 150 people down there looking to raise money for the Beyond Blue Foundation, and a terrific day of football all round.